Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In today's session, I shall cover the topic of file permission in Linux operating system. Okay, now I have logged in as a user, okay, with my credentials. So to check the currently logged in user, the command is oami, and then to know the present working directory, the command is pwd. Now to know the list of files and folders in the current directory, the command is ls. These are the files and folders. So here we see there are two folders already created. One is alpha and another one is beta. Let me go into the folder alpha. How to go navigate into the folder alpha? cd alpha. Okay, now there are two files, a.txt and b.txt inside the alpha folder. I want to know the file permissions for these two files. Okay, the command ls-l. Okay, so now you can see here the file permission. The file permission says that actually the file permission would be represented by 9 letters. Okay, so like 3 sets of read, write and executable permissions. R represents read, W represents writable and X represents executable. Okay, so for the first set, read W X, actually here the X is missing. Okay, let me explain why. So RWX, okay, the first set is represents the user file permission, the user. Okay, the user currently logged in user. Just now we saw this command oami will show which user is currently logged in. So it would show the file permission for the currently logged in user. Actually here the file is created by the root. So what I want to know is I want to create a file. Touch. Let me remove these files first of all. A.txt. rm b.txt. Okay, so now there are no files, so I want to create a file. So touch, okay, x.txt. Now you can see ls-l, the user is Shimas. So oami. So I have created this file, so I am the owner. So the first 3 letters shows the file permission for the owner of the file, Shimas. So we can say user rwx. Then the second permission is rwx. Actually here also x is missing. That is for the group. Many users can be in a single group. For example, many students can be in the students group, many teachers can be in the teacher group. It makes the file permission easy. For example, you have a printer or you have a specific file, you want this file to be accessed only by the teachers, but you do not want the students to access that file. Then you can configure the file permission using the group. Understand, you can give permission to the teacher group, but you can deny the permission to the students group. So in that aspect, the group is very useful. If there is no group, means we have to configure the file permission individually to each and every user. It would become very complicated. Understand? So the first set, okay, is for the user. The second set of 3 letters represent the group. The third set of 3 letters RWX actually represent others. I mean the user who is created the file will be covered in the first part, and the user would be a part of some group, right? For that group, what kind of file permission you want to give, that you can configure through the second set of 3 letters. Any other user in the system, okay, can be controlled using the last 3 letters. Okay, so basically it would be like this notepad. So RWX, RWX, RWX. So totally there are 9 letters, 3 sets of RWX. The first set is for the user, the second set is for the group, the third set is for the others. So the first set, okay, user, okay, the second set is group, the third set is others. Okay, so these file permissions we can add or we can remove, subtract. Okay, the command which we can use is change mode. This is the command. Okay, now let us do that. Now for this file x.txt, the user doesn't have the executable permission. You can ask teacher, what is the executable permission? The executable permission is very important when you have a programming file. When you have the executable code, just recall the chapter 7 memory management concept. When you have the executable code and when you want to execute, that time the third letter of the user should be enabled. It should be X. The user should have the executable permission. So now I can, even though it is not a executable code, I'll show you how to configure the executable permission. So change mode, okay, for the user we want to add the permission. Just see this notepad. Okay, the user is represented by the U, group is represented by G, and O is represented by others. Suppose you want to configure the file permission for everyone, then we can use the letter A also. If you want to add the permission, plus. If you want to remove the permission, minus. Okay, so change mode. Now we want to configure the executable permission to the user, so we put the letter U. We want to add, so we put the letter plus and then symbol plus. Then we want to add the executable permission, so that is represented by once again the read permission is represented by R, writable permission is represented by W, and executable permission is represented by X. So we want to add the executable permission for the user to the file x.txt, so we use U plus X and the name of the file. Now ls-l, you can see for the user there is executable permission also. Understand? Now I want to add the executable permission to the group. Okay, so just see change mode. For group I want to add plus executable permission. Okay, why we are not adding R and W? Because already R and W exist. You understand? No need to add. So the name of the file, so ls-l, you can check. For the group, the read WX permission is available. Understand? Now for others also, I want to, for others only read permission exists, so I want to add all the permissions like writable as well as executable. So change mode for others, I want to add. Here I want to add two permissions. One is W and another one is executable. So I put this two letters, the name of the file. Now you can see, okay, we have added the permissions for the user, group and others also. You understand? Now let me show you how to remove the permissions. Now I want to remove the permission for others. I want to remove like I want to remove the executable permission. Change mode. Okay, others minus. Okay, if when you want to remove, you have to use the symbol minus. Okay, then which permission you want to remove? Okay, executable. The name of the file is x.txt. Now ls-l, you can see the executable permission has been removed for the for this, okay, for the others. Now I want to remove the writable and executable permission for the group. Okay, so change mode. Okay, for group minus writable and executable permission remove for the file x.txt -l. Now you can see the writable and executable permission is missing for the this user. Is it clear to you? Okay, now I want to remove the writable permission for the others also. So change mode. Okay, for others remove the write permission. Okay, x.txt. Okay, now ls, you can see x.txt, ls-l. So the user that is who am I. Now the user who created this file has all the permission: readable, writable, executable, while others, they just have the read permission. Okay, now let us test this file permissions. Okay, already we have some users like Tom, Jerry in this system. Now currently I have logged in as Shimas and I have created this file and I have configured the file permission. Okay, just now I want to change the user. So Tom. Okay, now you see who am I. This is Tom now. Okay, now there is a file x.txt. Okay, this file.txt, sorry, x.txt has a file permission, and the user Shimas can read, write and execute, but whereas other users, you know, they do not have, they just have the read permission. Now I have changed the user domain from Shimas to Tom. Now the Tom wants to access this file. For example, let's say he opens the nano editor x.txt. Okay, you can see he can open and he can read whatever data, but there is no data. But if there is data, he can read, no issues, but he cannot write, unwritable, he cannot edit the file. Okay, because he doesn't have the write permission, or if it is a program file, executable code, he has no executable permission. Do you understand? So this is very important concept, file permission. It is important in terms of security. It can, using the file permission, we can determine which user can access the file and which user cannot access the file, and what level of permissions they have, like read, write and executable permission. Is it clear to you? So with this this part concludes. Okay, thank you very much.